"Give me my wife. My time is completed, and I want to lie with her." So Laban brought together all the people of the place and gave a feast. But when evening came, he took his daughter Leah and gave her to Jacob, and Jacob laid with her. And Laban gave his servant girl Zilpah to his daughter as her maidservant. When morning came, there was Leah. So Jacob said to Laban, "What is this have you done to me? I served you for Rachel, didn't I? Why have you deceived me?" Laban replied, "It is not our custom here to give the younger daughter in marriage before the older one. Finish this daughter's bridal week, then we will give you the younger one also in return for another 7 years of work." And Jacob did so. He finished the week with Leah, and then Laban gave him his daughter Rachel to be his wife. Laban gave his servant girl Bilhah to his daughter Rachel as her maidservant. Jacob lay with Rachel also, and he loved Rachel more than Leah, and he worked for Laban another 7 years.
All right. What a fun passage to jump into this morning. I'm excited for it. Now, so when I was at Bible college, I remember we had these things called sus groups. It's not because they were suspect, but rather because they were an opportunity for future ministry workers to suss out what was happening in different ministry spheres and different places around the country, around the world, and all that sort of stuff. And in my third year of college, I became the leader of the Vic Sus group, standing for Victoria, because that's where we're from originally. That's where we thought we were going to go back to, and so we would get together and pray and all that sort of stuff. But as it turns out, God had some twists and turns in that plan, literally where we thought we were going to be going south, and he had us going north. Because as we were checking out possibilities for Melbourne, like I said, where we thought we were going to go, nothing was really opening up. I went back, had a chat with one of my former ministers, and he said, well, there's this guy in Gosford that's looking for a guy. Despite the fact that I had to look up where Gosford was on the map, that was indeed what God had planned for us. And now, again, we are not, as we look towards the future, heading south, but rather heading further north again. Sometimes the Lord throws all sorts of twists and turns our way, and it is a great comfort and encouragement to us to know that God is with us no matter what. And we heard last week that that was God's promise to Jacob, and we see in this passage some twists and turns come his way, perhaps some stuff that he didn't expect. And we're going to think a little bit about how that can maybe encourage and edify us as we think about what it looks like to follow the Lord through the turns and twists in life. So, quick recap. We've seen Jacob betray his brother and deceive his father at the plans of his mother. He's been forced to flee from his homeland where he's grown up, and now he's on his way to his uncle Laban's house about 800 kilometers north of his hometown. So, my clicker. Guys, sorry. Matt, you might need to run that to the back there. We've got him going all the way up, and we had this brief stop last week that we saw, where after a couple of days' travel, the Lord appears to him, pronounces upon him the blessings that he gave to his grandfather Abraham, but adds this extra little bit where it says,